flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years blessed, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, cut it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot in the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can talk for the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. We call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. Try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble.
The fuck is that?
I took all proof, magic. Now watch me shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Keep the pocket not plastic. They're gonna blitz plastic. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Man, what you think this is? I ain't got no money like that. Use your mama's on. Yes, it does. It just need to be charged.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Mark 54. Get that quarterback in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 80 weapons. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hit it.
Second and 11. He finds Corey Davis and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
I got that nigga in the lead too, bro, and he just can't.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bang, 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 bang. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey!
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He is starting running back.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Hey, high 7. Now.
They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jared Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of
of a punt, downs it inside the 5-yard line, absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Wilson back into his end zone.
Oh,
that's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
You can't be doing that, bro.
This all the way out past
That's
the
a
20.
no-no.
A gain there of 21
You
yards.
that shit right over your head.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Let's go. Go
Look
sit
at
in
the
that
former defensive
motherfucking
back.
heat,
You're all
bitch.
smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll up him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Dorsett. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
This nigga, I'm playing the Seahawks in Sunday League.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Come on, bro.
Wilson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
60 or. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set, ready? 18 Gators. No chance. Hey, exit. 45. Mike, 45. You got nothing to work. You got nothing. Check, 45.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Alert flare. Go.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And Tucson. Topper. Bravo.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
That boy nice.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? get it to the best player, right? Find a
agency,
matchup,
right?
create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Cam Hayward, D tackle.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down.
Got it.
Now Wilson escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
He was coming.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Dorsett on the return.
We got Dorsett.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 5. Change the mic. And we're pretty quiet. Go.
2nd and 9 now. And he whips that one incomplete there. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Echo. Change the mic. Get that corner. Yes. Mike 10. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Let's go. Get that ball.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's got a man complete.
Too slow, son.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48
Too motherfucking
yards.
slow.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room,
Oh,
run something
shit,
simple
nah,
here
dude.
and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Go.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, pick your game up.
Get it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away.
Going undefeated, cuz.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
This man, I lost connection, bro. I be doing that shit sometimes too. I be having to, yeah. I be having to settle down. What that was you said you had order from? Domino's? That had the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams make their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What position? Ain't nothing like some DBs.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Byron Jones running those calls.
Down, 30 base. Here we go, G, get off the field. Hey, Delta.
I mean, he X Factor, probably 94 speed, so you know they're gonna give him a little something.
And his first pass is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Sanaya!
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 25, check 25.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and... And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Yeah, boy.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Hey, dude. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Quarterback, go get nervous. Hey. Go.
2nd and 5. And this one caught by Max Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yep. Who that is? Seahawks?
Yep. Check.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, shit. Bro, what?
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Yeah. Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers?
Bro, Ruger got 99 speed, bro. He ain't catching up, dog.
Incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Go. Check 45 in the face. 45 the mic.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Back to throw here. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, right? As a defensive guy.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 7-0.
Sanaya!
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away.
One of y'all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as he'll start their
Get my
drive
charger, babe.
just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
What? What?
So cancel the interception.
Fuck out of here,
pass
man.
Interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch the twin. Hey, hey.
45-yard line.
57 to Mike. Watch 57. Go. Check. 57.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
They fire over there and said they go cut.
We thought this defense
Oh,
would be
6-4
opportunistic
better.
Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out
Those
there on
Giants,
defense,
cuz.
have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board.
You got real Giants over there.
To them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Oh, L.A. Oh, my bad, dog. Damn, my bad, dog.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, this shit.
One flip.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Alpha. Mike 10. Double dog. That's the way. We got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Hey! 10's the Mike. Get it.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run.
Wide the
He'll get
fuck
8 on the scramble
open.
there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. I don't even know why this team showed up. Yo, go.
2nd and 2. Completes it to Davis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go!
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey, team 6. Ready?
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
That's crazy. I ain't never played with no hitter.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, high 7.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer,
speed,
just tell you,
hit
just
power.
Cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Go. Let's go.
Exactly.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Good job right there. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. It's caught. Cooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go. 36 miles. Clear. 35 to Mike. I got one.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Ready.
How many you get, though? You only live one, dog.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
How many you get, though,
2nd down.
Switch it.
On second down now, Benjamin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie. Go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. On first down, Larson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by McCrane, up and good.
They should be. They should be.
21-0. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to do animation either. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We'll be back in the bowl. Hey, yo, bro, I ain't playing this again, bro. This nigga done lost connection again. He said how you move your O-line like that. I don't move my fucking O-line, the fuck you talking about? Uh-oh.
I do a good job. Pull up the pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. revenge. Somebody might
21's
go the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown, touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the ever seen a reservation and half
Week 1.
but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive.
Yeah, bruh. Man, that shit had me hot. Nigga threw a dot. 17 seconds left in the game. Took the lead and everything. Kicked the ball off. This nigga run to the sideline. I tackle him. They give him a 15-yard penalty. He ran it to the 40. Not my 40, his 40. And they gave him 15 yards on top of that. He kicked the field goal. That's how the game ended. That late hit shit, bro, so trash.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
in the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the lead dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get blind to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Pay to kill it and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Ain't a by itself, I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself.